Hello viewers, welcome to the video lecture series for the job role of hand embroiderer class 10th. In this video, we will learn the spider stitch. Spider stitch is also known as spider web or ribbed wheel. It is usually done on round shapes or motifs to create small beautiful flowers which resemble a spider web. This stitch gives an embossed look to the motif. Spider stitch is done in 2 steps. For that, first a base stitch is done using straight stitches. These straight stitches are then filled to give it a webbed look. So let's come to the fabrics used for this stitch. For this stitch, one can use cotton, rayon, silk, casement and any other thick fabric as it gives a very raised effect. It can also be experimented on georgette or tussar. Before beginning, let us see the material we need to do this stitch. We'll need fabric. Fabric should be starch free and well ironed. Embroidery hoop or frame, carbon paper, tracing paper with the design, scissor, pencil or pen, needle and embroidery floss or thread. The very first step is tracing the design onto the fabric. For that, we'll place our fabric on a flat and clean surface. Then we'll take the carbon paper and we'll keep the carbon side down on the fabric. After that, we'll take the tracing paper with our design over it and we will place it on it. Then with the help of a pencil or a pen, we will outline over the design lines. For this, you should have a firm hand and the exact design lines should be traced. And in this way, our design is traced onto the fabric. While tracing, we can also pin the butter paper and the carbon paper so that it does not move. The second step is inserting the fabric in the embroidery hoop or frame. And we know that an embroidery hoop has 2 rings. We will separate the 2 rings. We will keep the smaller one down and then we will place our traced fabric on it. And then we will place the larger ring on it. Then we will tighten the screw on the larger ring and now the fabric is ready to be embroidered. Now the third step is threading the needle. We will take a larger hole needle so that the embroidery floss can be threaded easily. For this, we will take an embroidery floss and we know that an embroidery floss has about 6 strands. So as per this embroidery, we can take 3, 4, 6 strands. As this embroidery is a raised embroidery, here I am taking 4 strands and I am separating 2 strands from all the 6 strands. Now I will thread the needle using these 4 strands. If you want a very raised look, you can take the complete 6 strands. Here I am taking only 4 strands. For the next step, that is the 4th step, now we will start making the base stitch. This base stitch is used to give straight stitches around the circle by taking 5, 7 or any number of straight stitches from a common center. So to begin with, I am just bringing the needle above the fabric from the wrong side and at the corner of the circle we are taking out the needle. Then at a central point of the circle, we will insert the needle and after some distance we will take it out. In this way, we will make straight stitches at equal distances, and we will create a base for the web stitch. In this circle, I have given 7 spokes or 7 straight stitches. In this way, my base is ready. This is the first step of the embroidery, and now the second step is just weaving around it. For that, we will take out the needle just at the center. And just like we do the back stitch, we take our stitch backward a spoke and then bringing it forward in the another spoke. In this way, we will continue filling the base straight stitches. You have to go one step backward and then one step forward below the base straight stitch. In this way, we will continue filling our motif. As you move outward in the circle, take the stitch firmly and do not pull much, because if we will do that, the spokes will become too tight and the thread will jumble at only one place. So, we have to take loose steps and do not pull the thread too much. In this way, we will continue filling our motif. When we go on working this way, we will see the spokes will be appearing raised and enhanced in the whole motif, and it will give a look of a spider web. With this, my motif is complete, and I will take the needle to the wrong side of the fabric. Create a loop in a nearby stitch and insert your needle in this loop to lock the thread. To finish the thread, we will cut it with a sharp scissor. Now you can clearly spot the difference between the two filling techniques. First one gives a webbed look just like a spider web, and the second one, the another way which we tried, that is the rose spider web stitch. It looks like a rose flower. In this way, we will complete the other parts of our design. Now my motif is complete. I will insert the needle to the wrong side and lock it by making a loop and inserting needle through this loop. Cut the stray threads using a sharp needle. This way our embroidery is complete. I have also incorporated some other stitches in it to give it a more complete and pleasant look. Like in the stem, I have used the stem stitch, lazy daisy for the leaves, and French knot. So incorporating some other stitches give it a very nice look, and in this way our embroidery is done. I also want to tell you that spider stitch can be done in various variations. This stitch can be done on various shapes. It's not necessary that you can only do it on a circle shape. You can try it on diamond shape, hexagon, pentagon shape. For the hexagon, you will make 6 spokes. For the diamond shape, you will make 4 spokes in the base. It can be also done with shaded threads or in more than one color. While the time of filling, the number of spokes can also be increased to give it a look of more petals in the flower. It gives a very beautiful and aesthetic look to your design. One can try different variations. Like you can see here, in a hexagon shape, diamond shape, a larger circle with shaded threads. The filling is done in 2 shades of thread, like light purple in the middle and dark purple at the ends. And the other variation, as you can see, it can also be made in ring shape. That gives a very different look. Nobody can make out that it is actually a spider stitch. Another variation can be using shaded thread. A lot of strands in markets are available which are shaded and variated threads which one can use. For beginners, it is more appropriate to use cotton thread, but if you keep on practicing it, you can also use silk thread. With this, our embroidery is done. One can try these new variations by experimenting with it and create their own innovative design. So keep practicing and developing new ideas. This is all for now. Till then, enjoy watching and keep learning. Thank you.